Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. It is Vlogmas Day 26. I'm going to be doing Vlogmas at least through January 1st. Most people stop at 25 days, but you know, I remember last year I was sort of in withdrawal after filming every day. I'm going to keep on doing it till January 1st. I just was going to sleep in and skip breakfast because I ate so much last night, that I was going to skip breakfast. But housekeeping is so loud in the hallway that it woke me up. I turned over, earplugs, I could still hear them. I'm not that upset about it because it's very much like being the passenger in the back of the aircraft when the flight attendants won't shut up, right? Yeah, guilty. So it's not their fault. They're just living their life, doing their job, and they can't do it in silence, right? This isn't a monastery. So I can't be too upset with them. I am a little irritated though, and this is day 2 of me being irritated. Congratulations. Welcome to my channel. I woke up this morning and tried to open up my cell phone with my fingertip, which is the major way to unlock this phone. I film my videos with my phone. It is a Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and it's got this ultrasonic fingerprint sensor right in the screen. Somehow yesterday, and I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know when, I must have done something, but my cell phone screen is cracked. Maybe it happened when I was in SeaWorld or something, and it just started to show up yesterday or this morning. I don't know, but when I tried to unlock my phone with my fingertip, it wouldn't work because there's a crack right across the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. So I was able to reset my fingerprints on the phone, but this little spider web across the bottom half of the phone is really bothering me. So, yay, Merry Christmas. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to T-Mobile and see how much it costs to have the insurance or whatever it is replace the screen or replace the phone. So we'll find out. So I'll have something to film tomorrow too. Yay, just what I need. But on a more optimistic note, I have a nice layover here in Boston. Trying to be optimistic today. Teami, the company that I've mentioned quite a few times about their tea that I really enjoy, their Boost Blend, which I have the bag. I haven't had a cup yet this morning, but I will. They had contacted me, I don't know, a month and a half ago, maybe a month and a half ago, about trying out their products, and I was hesitant to do it because I do get mildly irritated when I watch. I get irritated a lot lately, don't I? I'm a little put off when I start seeing small YouTube channels like mine start to immediately tout the benefits of these products. Oh my God, look, because I start getting a little worried. Like, is this a paid commercial or what are you doing? So when Teami sent me some tea, or said they would send me some tea, I was like, all right, maybe I'll try it, but I'm prepared to send it back to you because I'm not about to be that person who, whatever. So they sent me some tea, the Focus Blend. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. I think I was clear about loving it. It really did lift me up, get me going, and help keep me focused during red eyes. And I don't think I've had one cup of coffee that was yesterday in roughly a month. And I have to tell you, that cup of coffee I had really jolted me. I didn't really enjoy it. I enjoyed it at the moment when I was like speeding on caffeine. But afterwards, I wasn't really a fan of its effects. So when I finished the Focus Blend, Teami was kind enough to send me a different tea of my choosing. I chose the Boost Blend because I like my caffeine. I just don't want to be like overwhelmed by it, right? And so they sent me the Boost Blend. Let me go get the bag, one sec. Found it. I was about to get really irritated if I had left it on the plane yesterday. But we didn't have hot water on the plane yesterday, so there was no need to have it out. Found it. It is the Boost Blend. It's got matcha powder, yerba mate. Is that how you say it? Peppermint leaves and vanilla beans. Now, if I were to compare the two, the Focus and the Boost, it's hard because I prefer how I feel with the Focus Blend. It really did seem to lift me up and get me going. I loved it. The flavor was okay. I have to use honey with both of these just because I need it sweet. The taste of this is spectacular. The other one, I hardly tasted the mint. This one, you feel the mint, the Boost Blend. You feel the mint, you taste it, and it's got that little freshness without being a York peppermint patty with your hair blowing in the wind, right? It's cool without being like mint. And there's a little hint of vanilla. There's a creaminess and a softness without being like a chai. You know what I mean? Just absolutely delicious. But I personally feel I got more sort of energy and lift from the Focus Blend. The loose tea, which this is, there's a bunch of tea in here. I've already had like 5 or 6 cups, and I feel like I've hardly dented the bag. There's a lot more tea in the Boost Blend, so if you're looking for value, you might go for the Boost. For flavor and value and enjoyment, just of the ritual of making tea, because it is loose, and you really want to use one of like the Teami tumbler because it has that little screen on the top. This would be my favorite. Wow! Wow! What? Hey guys, hi. Say hi, buddy. Oh, maybe not. All right, fine. So hi. I have cat hair everywhere. I was just in Boston talking to you guys about my experience with my tea, the 2 different teas I use. Don't knock my camera over. Okay, there you go. And then I got a phone call that I had to take, and then I had to get ready and head out to work. So sorry for the rough editing, but I got back home about half an hour ago. And took care of the cats. But what I wanted to say in terms of the 2 types of teas, I would have both teas, the Teami Focus Blend and the Boost Blend, in my arsenal, in my pantry. First off, as I think I was saying in Boston hours ago, that I would prefer the Focus Blend because I like how it makes me feel and how it affects me. I love it. The tea itself is tasty. I do need to add quite a bit of honey to make it more pleasurable. But the Boost Blend I prefer for flavor. The mint, the vanilla, the matcha. It's a flawless blend of tea. It's just delicious. And it does give you a little boost, but not as much. The big problem I have with it is the fact that it doesn't come in a tea bag. Now, with my lifestyle, which is very unusual, I'm not every guy, I'm not every tea drinker, my lifestyle requires that I carry it around with me and make it in very strange places, in airports, on airplanes, in hotel rooms, and I don't always have access to a spoon, which sounds silly, but I don't always have a spoon with me. I was using a fork earlier today to measure out the tea into the mug. I don't always have almost boiling water or boiling water. Sometimes the water on our aircraft isn't really that hot. It gets to like 160 degrees at least, but it doesn't get that hot. And I find the hotter the water, the better, the more stuff comes out of that tea. It just works better, I think, for me. So if it came in a tea bag, I have to say I'd be even happier with a Boost Blend. The fact that it's loose, the value is there because that bag is stuffed with tea. It's stuffed with tea. So I loved it. So there's my comparison between the two of them. Yeah, I would the Focus would win mostly because it's in a tea bag, and it's just easier for me to use on the go. And I can throw a tea bag in the bottom of my Teami tumbler. Teami had asked me if I wanted to try their Kojak sponges as well. They said, is it Natalie? I don't know her name. I'm so sorry if it's Natalie. I'm sorry that I can't remember your name. She said, let me send you some of the Kojak sponges, which I'd never used before. Honestly, I'd never heard of them. And I said, oh, great. After looking at what they are, I said, I'm super excited about the exfoliation. And she said, well, you know, for exfoliation, you might prefer the sugar scrub, their green tea sugar scrub. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try them, send them to me, you know. And so this morning, I didn't get to film it. I wasn't, you really don't want to see me without a shirt. Let me just trust you. This is as intimate as you want to see. But the Kojak sponge, I had never heard of them. I was a makeup artist for 12 years, working in luxury markets, and we just didn't have them back in the 90s that I knew of. And but I just loved how my face felt after using the Kojak sponge. I used their green tea version. I'm going to do like a little get ready with me skincare in my next layover. And then I used the scrub. Now it's a sugar scrub. One of my coworkers today was telling me how easy it is to make your own sugar scrub. And I said, I'm sure it is easy. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to make my own sugar scrub. It's just something I'm just not going to do. So I was super pleased. It felt almost like I was rubbing. It didn't explode or pop or anything, but the sensation was almost as if they were pop rocks, you know, as I was massaging it in, and then the sugar kind of broke down, and it was the most beautiful after feel. It was just amazing. And I'm used to using my Mia by Clairsonic for exfoliation pretty much every day that I'm home, but that sugar scrub knocked my socks off. I don't know if I have a discount code. I don't know if I have one. I sent an email asking if I had one, and I didn't get a response yet. But if I do get a discount code for these products, I'll include it in the video I have when I do next week about my skincare regimen, just in case you're curious. I get a couple emails from guys asking what I do for skincare, so I'll do that video next week with my next layover. Today's trip, where I talk a lot today about tea and skincare, but this trip today, it was just one single leg from Boston to Vegas. As you may remember me saying yesterday that I was having kind of a challenge accepting one of my coworkers' behavior on the flight, and today just seemed to cement my opinion of this person, and it was really a challenge to keep my mouth shut. I did, thankfully. It was a challenge. This person doesn't do a bad job. They're just not as loving as I would like them to be. And there are a couple things were said in a tone to our guest that I did not think was as polished as possible. There were some opportunities for difference there, but you know, they were flying lead. They did their job. All our guests were safe and secure and fairly comfortable, so that's all that matters, right? We only had one lavatory that worked. It was up in front, thank goodness. I was in back, so it was a much easier trip for me because I didn't have a troop of people marching through trying to use a lavatory. The flight was 6 hours, which was very long. Yes, it was just a very, very long 4-day trip. I'm grateful to have had Christmas Eve in Orlando. The only sour note is that I did break my cell phone screen. Really
irritated by that. I have said the word irritated probably 100 times over the past couple of days. I apologize. So tomorrow I'm going to go to T-Mobile and look into what I can do about my cell phone screen. It's really bothering me. I can't even really it takes a lot of fidgeting to get my phone unlocked. Never mind just the cosmetic aspect of it. But this has not been the most thrilling Vlogmas, but I'm going to end it here. Oh, I'm going to give the cats a couple more treats, and then it is, it's about 10:30 at night. It is time for me to really go to bed. I am wiped out. It looks like Buddy has already gotten in his bed. He loves to sleep there. Eleanor and Claire are really having a good time playing with some toys. But I'm going to crawl in bed, and I will see you tomorrow. Fly safe. Bye.